So this is the north side of Columbus. That is Victorian Village. There's a lot of gay bed and breakfast. I just stayed at one. I don't think it's actually gay owned, but I don't really know. Little apartment building. It's a cute area. It reminds me of so many cities. Reminds me of part of Dallas, part of Seattle, maybe kind of part of Philadelphia, part of Baltimore. Not quite as much part of Nashville, but maybe. Not so much part of DC. This is more like, the downtown's more like Minnesota. And this piece is more like Seattle or maybe Philadelphia or Baltimore. I guess it has to do with the vintage of the housing. Trying to figure out, I've noticed from the few I've been in, these houses, they're kind of tall per floor, and they kind of have steep steps inside. So getting the first to the second floor, it's steep. This is a side street tour. We are walking in the alley parallel to Neal Avenue. That's Neal. Has a lot of your grander houses on it. And a different part of Neal Avenue closer to downtown, we have already put up videos of the grand houses. And I'm thinking this alley is getting too alley-ish, so really I should be cutting over to Neal, because in the beginning it looked like there were going to be some points of interest in the alley. There are actually a few houses whose street address is in the alley, but I think we've run out of the area where that's true. So for those of you not interested in the continual tour of the alleys of Columbus, I will be switching to the actual street in just a bit. Although the side streets and their porches are also nice. Apparently the two gayish neighborhoods here in Columbus are Victorian Village, which from the name alone I would have expected it, converted Victorians. The Neal Avenue Baptist Church, quite pretty. Nice daylilies. Anyway, and the other one is Short North. I'm not quite sure how it got that name. It's like the piece of the north side of Columbus closest to downtown. So it's the shortest distance from downtown. And here is Neal again. Wow. This is going to be a long video because I'm trying to pick up a car to go, and it's in the 2400 block up this street. And this is only the 1300 block. And where we started, I think, was the 1200 block. So these blocks don't jump you from a 1300 to a 1400 with each block. I was thinking it was 12 blocks away. It looks like it's much longer than that. Columbus is full of this kind of pseudo-castle-y looking architecture, which clearly somebody built like in 1890 or something. I mean, these are not new buildings. It's full of these things that are massively stone and various kinds of old-fashioned brick, and they have relatively small windows. The window as a percentage of the surface is not huge, and I'm sure that must be because they have blisteringly cold winters. But also inside, the floors are kind of tall and the stairs are narrow and steep. We're at King Avenue, which doesn't actually seem to be a Martin Luther King Avenue, it's just King Avenue. I think we must be headed towards Ohio State University. I'm not quite sure where it is, but I think we're headed in that direction. This tree-lined street is interfering with my photographing the buildings. I get a better sense of what the buildings are than this iPad is showing. Unfortunately, it's just hot enough that I want to be here on the shady side of the street. And if I'm on the shady side, then I have to take pictures across the way. And across the way means that, the buildings are becoming either more rundown like this one, or more boring like that one. So I think we're headed out of the Victorian Village, cutesy, renovated Victorian area, and instead into the college rental area. For instance, Holiday House. They're sparkling clean and air conditioned. Kind of looks like the lower floor is a real estate office. Oh yeah, North Tech Building. This kind of decorative cinder block on the corner is something you would see almost anywhere. I think I could see that building in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I could see that building in Murfreesboro, Tennessee too, but it would be somewhat rarer, a little more common here. Yeah, that has to be the university complex over there. Everything's for rent. So tempted to just disappear and move someplace like this, even if just for a year or two. Maybe I'll do it at some point. Well, there's a classic old building. This is the Ohio State University area, apparently. I guess we're in something called University Village, if there's a bus called University Village.